A baby is staring at you right now, not blinking, not looking away, just locked onto your face with an intensity that honestly feels a little personal. And here's something most parents don't realize at all. Those moments are directly shaping how your baby's brain develops. What I'm going to tell you at the end is probably the most important part of all of this, and almost nobody talks about it. Picture your baby looking at you like that right now. You might want to subscribe because understanding this changes the way you connect with them forever. And what looks simple on the outside is anything but simple. Most people laugh it off, maybe wave, maybe make a weird noise, hoping for a reaction. It feels random, like babies just do strange things sometimes. But behind that moment, there's something incredibly structured happening inside their brain. Scientists have spent years trying to decode what those stares really mean. And what they found goes way beyond baby behavior. It actually reshapes how we understand human connection itself. Tell me, has your baby ever looked at you like they were trying to figure you out completely? And the explanation everyone assumes turns out to be wrong. At first, people thought babies stare because their vision is limited. Faces are close, high contrast, easy to focus on. Sounds logical. But here's where that idea breaks. By 3 months, babies can see well enough to explore the whole room. They could look anywhere, and yet they keep choosing your face again and again. That's not random. That's preference. That's attention being directed on purpose. Tap like if you've noticed your baby ignoring everything else just to keep looking at you. And this is where science uncovered something unexpected. In 2017, researchers at Cambridge studied what happens during eye contact between a baby and an adult. They tracked brain activity in both at the same time. And what they discovered changed everything. When a baby locks eyes with you, their brain activity begins to sync with yours. Same rhythms, same patterns, almost like two systems aligning in real time. When eye contact breaks, that connection weakens. When it returns, the synchronization becomes even stronger. And that tells us something much bigger than we thought. Your baby isn't just looking at you. They are using your brain as a model. They are learning how to process the world by matching their activity to yours. It's like their mind is tuning itself through yours. Those quiet staring moments are actually building their internal system piece by piece. Imagine your baby doing that right now, just by looking at you. This is one of those moments where you'll want to subscribe, because understanding this changes how you respond to them forever. And this gets even more interesting when you look at who they focus on. Studies show babies actually look longer at strangers than at their own parents. Sounds strange, right? But there's a reason. Babies stare longer at things they don't fully understand. A new face is unfamiliar, something to process. But your face is already deeply known. By just a few months, they've studied you for hours every day. Every expression, every tone, every movement. When they look at you, they're not confused. They're reading you. Have you ever felt like your baby instantly knows your mood without you saying anything? And this leads to something even deeper. By around 5 to 6 months, babies can tell the difference between real and fake emotions. They start using your face to guide their own reactions. If you look calm, they relax. If you look tense, they pause. If you look excited, they move forward. This is called social referencing, but in real life, it's your baby checking you before reacting. Their stare is not random, it's information gathering. Tap like if you've ever noticed your baby looking at you before trying something new. And now the meaning of that stare starts to shift. Your baby is building an emotional map of your face. Every reaction you have becomes part of how they understand the world. You are their reference point for what is safe and what isn't. And they build that map quietly, just by watching you. It's happening in moments that feel completely ordinary. Tell me, have you ever caught your baby watching you so closely it almost felt intense? And this connects to one of the most powerful experiments ever done. There's something called the still face experiment, created by Edward Tronick. A parent interacts normally with their baby, smiling, talking, engaging. Then suddenly they stop. No reaction, no expression, completely still. And the baby notices immediately. They try to reconnect, smiling more, making sounds, reaching out. When nothing works, stress rises, and eventually they withdraw. That reaction shows something very important. Babies expect connection. Have you ever seen your baby trying harder to get your attention when you're focused on something else? And this reveals something most people never think about. Babies are not passive at all. They are constantly communicating. That stare is part of a back and forth exchange, even without words. They look, you respond, and that loop builds something inside them. When it happens often, their brain develops differently. Stronger connections, better regulation, deeper understanding. Imagine your baby right now, trying to connect through their eyes. You can go for it and subscribe, because this is how you learn to respond in the way they actually need. And now we're getting to the part that changes everything. Researchers found that babies who experience more face-to-face interaction early on develop stronger activity in the prefrontal cortex. That's the part of the brain responsible for thinking, decision-making, emotional control. In simple terms, those staring moments are building the foundation of how your child will think for life. This isn't just bonding, this is construction happening in real time. Tap like if this makes you see those quiet moments differently now. And there's one final piece you need to understand. If a baby consistently avoids eye contact, doesn't follow faces, or seems disconnected during these moments, it's something to notice. Not panic, just awareness. Early signals matter because the brain is highly adaptable in the first years. And catching things early can change outcomes significantly. You know your baby better than anyone. Trust that instinct. Tell me, have you ever noticed something small that made you pause and think about their behavior? And now everything comes together in one simple truth. The next time your baby locks eyes with you and just stares, don't brush it off. Their brain is reaching for yours. They are learning how to feel, how to react, how to exist in the world through you. And in that moment, the most powerful thing you can do is look back. Imagine your baby doing that right now. You can take a moment and subscribe, because understanding this is just the beginning of seeing them in a completely different way.